Most of us go through life just waking up each day and diving in, at least some of the time. We dive into relationships, jobs, arguments, purchases, and life-changing decisions without pause and without preparation. And then we wonder why we feel rushed, stressed, and anxious. Now, I'm not saying we bring stress on ourselves. Definitely not. Stress comes with being human. It's just part of the package of being alive. But we are less able to navigate our stress in positive and healthy ways when we dive in without pausing first. And sometimes we add a little to our stress by going off half-cocked, to use the old idiom. Hello everyone. This is the EvoFaith Podcast, where we learn through intentional spiritual practice to master the world around us by mastering the world within us. I'm John, the founder of EvoFaith. And today I want to talk to you about the power of the pause. In our crazy busy world, this is an essential practice if we are to stay healthy and have the energy to show up fully, authentically and courageously in our lives and relationships. If you find this episode helpful, then please like it and share it with others. And make sure you don't miss any future episodes by subscribing and activating notifications. Thank you so much. I've been a musician in one way or another almost my whole life. I sang in choirs from when I was very little, beginning as a boy soprano, and started trying to learn guitar not long after that, although I only finally managed to learn when I was 16. In the years since, I've sung in churches, for recordings I've done in my studio, and more recently in my rock band. In all these years of singing, I have learned the importance of warming up my voice. If I'm going to give my best vocally, then I need to prepare my breathing and my body and not just dive in cold. I have to withdraw, pause, and take time to get myself ready for the task ahead. And then when I'm properly prepared, vocally, mentally, emotionally, and physically, I can take on the music and bring my best. Most of us go through life just waking up each day and diving in, at least some of the time. We dive into relationships, jobs, arguments, purchases, and life-changing decisions without pause and without preparation. And then we wonder why we feel rushed, stressed, and anxious. Now, I'm not saying we bring stress on ourselves. Definitely not. Stress comes with being human. It's just part of the package of being alive. But we are less able to navigate our stress in positive and healthy ways when we dive in without pausing first. And sometimes we add a little to our stress by going off half-cocked, to use the old idiom. This is why almost every spiritual tradition has some form of pause built into its spiritual practice. Whether it's meditation or some kind of preparation ritual or just a moment of stillness, spirituality teaches us to pause regularly and intentionally throughout our lives in order to live more fully, mindfully, authentically, and vibrantly. And there is tremendous power in this pause when it becomes an integral part of our lives. So here are two quick ideas for how the pause can enrich our lives and relationships. Firstly, the pause is proactive, not reactive. It's so easy to fall into the habit of living from a reactive stance. Whatever comes our way dictates what takes priority in our lives, and we react automatically from instinct or emotion. But we end up feeling out of control, unable to choose what is most important for us and how we will respond to what comes our way. But the pause is a way of being that is proactive, not reactive. It is mindful, not mindless. It is on purpose, not purposeless. It is deliberate, not accidental. It is about choosing our words, thoughts, actions, and emotions and intentions carefully and meaningfully, and in alignment with our carefully chosen values. And then secondly, the pause is a choice. It's common for us in our pressured and too busy lives to say that we have no choice about most of the things that fill our lives. And while there are many realities over which we have no choice, we have more choice over our own lives than we may acknowledge. Part of the challenge with choosing is that we then have to take responsibility for much of our lives and well-being. And we don't always want to do that. But until we do, we will never master our world. And the pause is deeply empowering because it gives us the power to choose. What I mean is that practicing the pause is a habit of making time to choose our responses to the constant data, experiences, and circumstances that come our way. The pause frees us to make intentional and well-chosen responses a habitual and second nature way of being. It is to resist living at the mercy of whatever demands our time and attention, and to protect our power to choose what we will prioritize and give our energy to. There's lots more that I can say about the pause, and there are other suggestions I can offer for how the pause can benefit your life, but hopefully this is a good introduction for you. If you want to go deeper, then why not join the EvoFaith email list, where you get expanded versions of my posts and discounts on all premium EvoFaith resources. Just click through to the website and you'll be able to sign up there. And now let me end with a quick story. A few days ago, I was in a meeting that had to consider some challenging projects and decisions ahead. When we were done, a colleague needed to head straight into another meeting. But instead of just inviting the next group into his office, he asked them to wait. He closed the door and took a few moments to himself. He explained that he just needed time to rest his mind and prepare before addressing the next thing that demanded his focus. I was so grateful that I was there to witness this. It reminded me that I need to be more intentional about using the simple power of the pause in my own life. Thank you for hearing me out and for giving me your time and attention. I hope it's been worthwhile for you. And I look forward to continuing the conversation in the next episode, when I'll be talking about breaking free of the domino run effect. So stay connected to the sacred, and I'll catch you next time.